You don't overthink because you're weak. You overthink because your brain is protecting you. Let that sink in for a second. Because for most of your life, people made you believe that overthinking was a flaw. Like it's some kind of malfunction. Something only anxious, insecure, or emotionally unstable people do. But what if I told you? Overthinking is not a sign that something's wrong with you. It's a sign that something happened to you, and your brain never forgot. Today, we're going deep into the psychology behind why you overthink, why it feels impossible to stop, and more importantly, what kind of person it actually makes you. Stay till the end, because by the time this video finishes, you won't see your mind the same way again. We start simple. Overthinking is just fear wearing a disguise, but not fear of danger. Fear of messing up, being misunderstood, losing someone, looking stupid, being judged, repeating a past mistake, not being enough. Think about it. When you overthink, you're not imagining random threats. You're replaying the things that once hurt you. Psychologists call this predictive defense. Your brain scans every possible scenario so you never feel that same pain again. It's protection, but it's exhausting. And here's the part most people never talk about. Overthinking is not a mind problem, it's a history problem. You learned to overthink because in your past, mistakes were punished. Your feelings were ignored. You weren't allowed to be wrong. Someone made you feel unsafe when you were simply being yourself. So now your brain double-checks everything. You're not too sensitive. You were just never allowed to feel safe. Let me explain something most people get wrong. Overthinking is not simply overthinking. Is your brain stuck between two systems? System A, emotional brain. System B, logical brain. When something feels uncertain, both systems fight for control. That internal conflict looks like repeating conversations, imagining worst-case scenarios, analyzing texts word by word, replaying moments from years ago. Your brain is basically saying, let me protect you, but I don't know how. This creates mental loops. Psychologists call them rumination cycles. They happen when the brain tries to solve problems that don't yet exist. That's why no matter how many times you overthink something, the ending never changes, just the stress. You aren't searching for answers. You're searching for reassurance, something you never consistently received. Let me describe the kind of person you are. Because if you're an overthinker, you'll relate to at least 80% of these. 1. You notice everything. Tiny details, body language, tone changes, patterns. You don't miss anything. You see things people don't even realize they're showing. That's not a problem. That's emotional intelligence. 2. You feel deeply. Overthinkers aren't cold. They just have intense emotional memory. Things hit you harder: love, anger, disappointment, silence. You experience the world in HD while everyone else is on 480p. 3. You're loyal to a fault. Once you choose someone, a friend, a partner, you give them everything. That's why betrayal hurts you more than it hurts others. Because you never play with people's feelings. 4. You're self-aware to the point of pain. You analyze your words, actions, impact. You're always trying to be careful. But careful people get hurt the most because they never expect others to be careless. 5. You have a big imagination, but it works against you. You can create entire worlds in your head, but you also create problems that don't exist. Your mind becomes a movie director, but the genre is always anxiety. 6. You think before you act, which makes you mature. Overthinkers are not impulsive. You reflect. You question yourself. You check your intentions twice. People mistake that for insecurity, but it's actually an emotional responsibility. You don't want to hurt anyone, even by accident. 7. You love clarity, not control, just clarity, because uncertainty is where trauma used to live. You probably noticed this. Your overthinking attacks don't come during the day. They come at night. Here's the psychology behind it. During the day, your brain is busy. It has tasks. It has distractions. It has noise. But at night, for the first time, it's just you and your thoughts. Your brain finally has the silence it needs to open old files. The memories you never dealt with. The conversations that still sting. The choices you still regret. Your mind doesn't torture you at night. It tries to process what you didn't have time to process during the day. Now that you understand the root causes, let's talk about relief. Not toxic positivity, not just stop thinking, but real psychological strategies. 1. Label your overthinking. Say it. I'm overthinking. This is a protective response. Naming it reduces its power. 2. Shift your brain from imagination action. Ask yourself, what do I actually control in this moment? Your brain calms down when it sees a path forward. 3. Give your thoughts a deadline. Tell yourself, I'll think about this for 5 minutes. After that, I'll move. Your mind listens to boundaries too. 4. Don't trust late-night thoughts. Your brain, after 11 p.m., is emotionally amplified. Never make conclusions at night, only observations. 5. Speak to yourself like someone you love. You're not your thoughts. You are the person surviving them. So the next time your mind spirals, the next time your chest feels heavy, the next time you replay a moment for the 100th time, remember this. You're not broken. You're not weak. You're not dramatic. You're just someone who learned to survive by thinking ahead. Someone who felt too much, too early. Someone whose heart was never consistently protected. So your brain took over. And if you made it this far in the video, you're already healing. Awareness is the first step. Understanding is the second. And you just completed both. So, if you want to know the psychology of not posting online, you can watch this video. That will also help you to understand the overthinking mindset as well.